Welcome to this special forum. Today we are here talking about subject matter of love. What is love? How can we define love? To some people, love can be used to describe just anything. There are people who just fall in love with ice cream, others with chocolates, and others with sweaters. And you can hear most of them almost every time saying, "Oh my God, I love this sweater. I love this person." But love can mean different things to different groups of people. To those people who are in a long-term relationship, love may mean loyalty, commitment, and other things. But to people who are just starting out in a love relationship, to them it may seem messy and complicated. No wonder sometimes in WhatsApp or Instagram, you find people saying, my relationship status is complicated, or it's messy right away. But no matter where you are in this spectrum, we believe that you have an opinion, we have an opinion, but we have gathered here today so that we may be able to unpack what is love. How do we define love? Is it a need? Is it an emotion? Or is it something else? What do we understand by the term love? And because we have different perspectives, today we have our panelists here who are going to help us to unpack this topic. And with us is also a very special group of people who have joined us to be a part of this conversation. And I believe that by the time we end this discussion, we will have a good understanding of what is love and how do I know that I love someone, or how do I explain this love, this term love conclusively. So I want to give this opportunity to our very able panelists to introduce themselves and to take it away. Karibuni. We can put a round of applause to our panelists as they take the stage.
Thank you so much. Indeed, it's a special program, it's a special forum. And welcome to these Youth In-Depth Talks. And today we are mixed. We are together with couples, and we have the young people in the house. So it's going to be a hot conversation. Be ready. And remember, we are coming live from Overcoming Faith Church. That is where we are, opposite Garden City Mall. So today we are going to discuss, my co-moderator amesema, about love. Some people say love is blind. I don't know why it got sight, alafu ikakuwa blinded. But anyway, we are going to uncover that. Tuone leo kwa ufafanuzi na kwa undani what exactly is love. And because we are so many, I believe we have different understanding. But before I continue, allow me to introduce to you my panelists, starting from the one who is on my left. Karibu sana.
Welcome. My name is Justus Obisa. We are here to discuss about love.
Thank you so much. Karibu sana.
Thank you, Pastor Jamlek. My name is Victoriana Alwanga, and I'm looking forward to the discussion.
Karibu sana.
Welcome. Thank you very much, Pastor Jamlek, and the audience. I thank you for this opportunity. We are looking forward to a very engaging moment.
Wow, let us appreciate our panelists. Thank you so much. Now, we don't want to waste time because naona watu wamekalia viti kwa kona kwa sababu wanataka tuanze. And so I want us to dive into it very fast and quickly. And I want to ask my panelists. First of all, I understand you're married, right?
Yes.
For how many years?
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
My goodness, you must have a different understanding of love. Can you tell us what is love from your side?
Well, my understanding of love is it has 3 components for me. And the first component, I can say it is intimacy. The second component is passion, and the last one is commitment. When we talk about intimacy, this is the connectedness, the togetherness between you and the person that you love. And then that leads to passion. And in passion, this is where it leads to other things like coming together, consummation, and many other things. And then commitment, this is where now you commit to love this person no matter what. Because now, at the moment you have moved from being intimate, connectedness, to passion, and now commitment, because when you reach commitment, it means that you have given yourself fully. You have committed to love this person for a longer period of time, as long as you are alive. Yes, I can say that. And then I can also add that it's a commitment. Love is a commitment. It's behaviors, the way you behave to your spouse, to the person you're looking forward to marry. It also manifests.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's so deep. Wow. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Can I hear from you, Vicky? What is love?
First of all, I'm unmarried.
Oh, wow.
So my my definition of love is definitely not going to be what Justus here has said. But what I can say is this: for me, love comes in two aspects: the feeling aspect and the choice aspect. For feeling, in terms of the admiration, the adoration, the respect, and the warmth that you have towards somebody. And then in terms of choice, it comes down now to the commitment aspect. Choosing this person every day despite what their flaws are or in spite of the circumstances. So committing to this person, choosing to grow with them each and every day. That is what I can say love is.
Wow, that's awesome. Welcome.
Well, to me, I think I can say that it's a very multifaceted thing, multidimensional. There are so many aspects that you look at it, but in just one word, I can say it's a relationship that is healthy. Why I say relationship that is healthy, there has to be connectedness or connectivity, closeness, and then there has to be that yearning or desire for one another, but then in a positive way that is mutually beneficial to both parties. And probably we'll explain that much later. If it's not having the positive aspect, then it ends up being something else.
Wow, 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 wow. Those are deep statements. I hope while you're watching as you're taking notes. My goodness. I feel there's something these people are saying that is inafanya love inaka kama heavens on earth. Somebody who is in love inafanya kama mtu on heaven on earth. I mean, yeah, heaven on earth. Exactly, right? And I don't know if that is the same thing. Let me hear from my audience. Do you think that is what they're explaining? That is exactly what is love? I don't know if they have in my audience someone to tell me what is their thought about love. What is love? What is love? You know, love, people sing about love. I mean, many songs in this world nowadays are about love. So I don't know, in my audience, who can go ahead first and say, what is love?
I'm Eric. I'm born again. For me, love, it's something that is divine. I'd call it divine. From the Bible, God says that I am loved, and so we should also demonstrate it in that way. So if someone doesn't understand God, doesn't understand how God loves us, he cannot be able to love back. So without God, I believe you cannot be able to love back. Yeah, I'll base it on that.
Thank you so much. That's quite a very different definition of love. You can give to Mrs. Ayim, who is next to you.
Okay. According to me, before I come to the basic or the normal understanding of love, or according to how we human beings we understand it, just the way my brother has said, it is very important also to understand love from God's perspective. Like, God loves us. So unless you understand that love from God, you'll be able to dispense it to another person. But to me, I'll say love is being committed to one another and bearing with one another. And love is very diverse, yes.
Wow, love is very diverse. So I wonder when a single person anaambia mwenzake I love you. I mean, from those, is there any place you mean what you have discussed here? Because I don't know who is in love here. But we can ask our parents for a minute. When they were told, for example, if you're a lady, I love you, how do you translate that? Ama unaelewanga aje ukiambia mtu akwambia I love you? How do you translate that? And for a man, what do you really mean when you say do you tell someone I love you? Because if that is what you always mean when you say I love you, from what we have learned so far, I think from the first relationship kina mtu anafaa kuwe married up. But we can hear different input from different people. When you say I love you, ama ukisikia mtu anakwambia anakupenda, how do you translate that, or what do you mean? Let me hear from someone from the audience before I come back to my panelist here. Maybe two people, a lady and a man. Yes, Medi.
Hi everyone, I'm Medi. Okay, I will go back to my understanding of love. Love, for me, I think it's an action, a way that brings, a way of life that maybe brings people together. Because if I reflect to what Pastor Jamlek is saying, I mean, when you tell someone you love them, it means it's a way of life that brings people together. If I tell you I love you, indeed I mean that I love you. That's why I want to know. I know more about you. That's why I love you. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you very much. Can I have maybe from a gentleman before I go to our mom who is ready? Josh, karibu.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
For me, I have a very different perspective to the whole matter. But I will say it's like you're just seeing someone converted, let me use that word, in many ways. Like, for example, if it is a man expressing that word to a lady, they mean like they are seeing them in different faces. Yeah, that is my take about that.
In different faces?
In different faces, I can explain. Like you're seeing someone whom you can invest together. You're seeing someone whom you can get children together. You're seeing someone whom you can go all the phases of life together. That is why I'm saying you're seeing someone in many converted ways. Like if they do this, I see this. And then you can even move to many faces that life will offer.
All right, thank you. We have our mom, Pastor Carmelita there. I know you know better. Please tell us.
I'm Pastor Carmelita, and the Bible says in 1 John chapter 4, from verse 7, that whoever is born of God must love, because God himself is love. Yeah, so if you read from there up to verse 10, from verse 7 up to 10, God actually, it explains what love is. And from there we can learn that love is such a beautiful and natural feeling. So it's created by God. Love is purposed and created by God. So if you are born of God, if you know God, then it means you must love. But then again, you go to John 3:16, which says, "For God so loved the world that he gave." He gave his only begotten Son. So it's now, we go now deeper. Apart from it being a natural feeling, apart from it being purposed and nurtured by God, because God himself is love, then it involves the aspect of giving. What do we give? Remember, God gave part of him, himself, his all. Okay? And remember that when you love, go back to God being love and God being the author of love, and who God is. So you cannot love you cannot love genuinely, not unless you have a good relationship with God.
Okay.
If God is love, then God is the one who is going to direct you and to teach you how to love other people. If you don't have a good relationship with God, an intimate relationship with God, that you're ready to give, just as he gave his own son, who came and even was able to die for us, then it becomes hard to love. But when you have an intimate, a relationship with God that you're ready to give, then I think you can understand better what love is. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Those are very insightful comments. But before, I want to ask another question, but I want Pastor Moses to help me on this one. I'm seeing through everything we are saying, I'm seeing people explaining different types of love. Because I can clearly hear from our statement, there is someone talking about relationship, mean that leads to marriage, the other one talking about loving someone. Do we have types of love that are categorized somewhere? Pastor Moses, kindly.
Yes, we have types of love that we can be able to describe. There is what Pastor Camilita has talked about and described in depth, which is the love of God to man, agape love, you know. Then there is another one, it's called what? Filial love, you know. There's filial love, and there's different kinds of love. And so I don't want us to get lost into the definitions of the different categories. I want to restrict myself to three things. Number one, that to someone who has an non-existent love life, for example, love would mean different things.
Okay.
For example, if someone is not married, you will hear them talk about love is security. Love is security. That's why you will hear even some people, when they want to describe, some young people, for lack of a better word, they would want to say, hey, mi siwezi penda mseana kakitu. They are defining love as security. That is what they are trying to do. Kwa sababu jamaa ana kitu sasa una get. So I want to say that. Or some would want to say that because that is how they define it. They are not in love yet. And then there is the same category of people who are yet married, for example, or who are yet in a committed relationship. One of the other keywords that they would throw around is that love is give and take. Mi siwezi nikaolewa tu na jamaa alafu ni mimi tu ndio kusema hapo ama jamaa afanye majukumu. So that is someone who is not yet committed to loving in this sense of a long-term, you know, kind of long-term investment in that particular relationship. And then there is someone who has fallen in love, like what you were saying. They have come to a place where they have been told, I love you. And you know, love, like has been said by the previous speakers, is so deep. Unajua, it's na tutumiangi love ovyo, especially sisi majamaa. You don't throw words like that. Ati, hey, jam like I love you. Hey, inakuwaga ni ngumu sana. Utapata tu unajaribu kutafuta adjectives zingine za ku express how you're feeling. But you see, by the way God created love, unapataga, in fact, tunasemanga wakati uko kwa hizo vibes, you are in the mix, you want to express that sense of love to someone whom you feel convinced that this person, indeed I love them. In fact, it's even indescribable. That's why unapataga watu wanasemaga jamaa alikuwa anachora map chini. Umechora continents zote 5 chini kwa mchanga. Because you are just trying to explain what this feeling you're feeling is, you know. And kama ndio watu wamekuwa kwa relationship, wamewana for example, ama mna date, you would want to describe love as growing together. Because you see, that's why unapataga hiyo group ya watu wanaambianaga mtu hata mmeenda pale Total for example or anywhere else Garden City, mmeenda kukunywa kahawa ama chai, unapata tu you are guessing on someone na unamwambia bana, I can't wait to see you growing old. Yani nione tu vile utakaa umezeeka. Una get, because that's how you're seeing, because you're beginning to see the end of that. Uko mbalimbali mmekaa na mtu na mmekawia sana. But then there are wale watu wamekawia kwa relationship, umedate, umeoa ama umeolewa. Huyu na yeye anaidescribe the different. You know, hapo ndo unapataga tunasemanga love is loving someone in spite of their flaws. Umekaa na yeye umejua jamaa kumbe hata si vile nilikuwa nimeona. Ushafungua kitu kwa box, umeiunwrap and then hiyo gift unapata hapo ndani, unasema okay, juu ni mimi nilijichukulia ama nilipewa. I will learn to live with this gift. So hapo utapataga msee kama mimi sama aliniko na describing love in certain adjective.
Wow.
Like, hey, love is patient. Love is kind. And it is all in the scripture. Love is kind. Because then there's that feeling umekuwa kwa hiyo relationship for long and there are things you don't want to disappear.
Okay.
Una get? Like, because we all have flaws. At that point, you are learning to live with someone with their flaws because we have our flaws. Na pale ndio watu married unapata mtu bado wagana struggle na socks. Unaona? Maybe umerusha socks kila mahali na maybe wewe mwenyewe unajua kuna mtu alijaribu kukuambia hizi socks zako usikuwa unarusha kila mahali, lakini hataki kukuambia wewe unakuwa na shida ya mguu. Una get? So amekuletea mpaka poda ujaribu kuweka juu kuna vile akiwachilia hizo socks everywhere, ameintroduce a certain elegant inaitwaje, fragrance kwa hao. Lakini sasa hapo kwa hiyo mapenzi mmependana, hata uwezi taka kuambia mtu umuuzi, so utapata mpaka zile terms unajaribu kutumia, lakini umelearn kuishi naye hivyo na mnapendana hivyo na bado mna grow old together. I would look at it from those three aspects. That kuna wale bado hawaja experience. One of our panelists alikuwa amesema alisikia zile terms Justus alitumia ni heavy, very heavy terms za intimate, connectedness. Ikabidi amepeana disclaimer, mimi bado sija experience. So we are all at different things, but what we are saying is that love is a beautiful thing. You know, I would want to conclude by saying love is a beautiful thing. Love is desirable. And if you can be able to, if love allows you to live with someone in spite of their flaws, then it's a good thing.
Wow.
And that is what Camilita Pastor was saying. God so loved the world, he gave his son, Jesus. We were not flawless, we were with sin. And that is why he gave, so that now we may be reconciled back. And so what I see from that particular image is that aspect of when you love each other, you are able to live beyond their flaws, shortcomings, inadequacies. Na unasemaniaje, let's do this life together. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. Wow. That is, you have said it all. And thank you so much for your comments. Now, we're going to have a short break shortly. But before that, I believe somebody also define love as a deep affection you have towards something or someone. I think that's the common explanation of love. I know the way Pastor Moses said, people explain love according to how they have experienced it. You know, if you are married for 8 years now, you know, say marriage is patience. I mean, love is patience because of the things you have seen in there, and you have endured that patience. Hello. So before we go for a short break, we want to come and discuss, can love, and at what stage do you now commit, now that you can live with someone, or you want now to be with someone despite their flaws, despite their shortcomings? Because manze huku nje kuna kitu inaitwa character development. And young people, they understand it better. I mean, they decide to give it all. They have decided maybe now it is my time to be in this thing. Lakini within a short time, after 3 months, 6 months, hii mambo inaenda nje. Sijui kunaendanga aje. But we want to discuss, at what point now do you decide I want to commit? At what point do you decide now that this is the person I want to be with, no matter what? Are we together? Because these are the things that are happening in the streets. I want us to be true to ourselves, to be truthful men and women here. And so in the next 1 minute, we'll be coming back to discuss at that point, at what point do you decide now, I want to commit? Thank you so much. Don't go away. We are coming back in a minute. God bless you.